am going to use my scrap piece of this paint inlay from Orchid Designs on this, I believe it's a 3.5 by 12-inch board. So first thing is spritz the back of the paint transfer. Kind of gets it moving. I just got this paintbrush out of the refrigerator. I stored it in there yesterday, knowing I'd be using it again today. So I'm putting a generous amount of Dixie Belle cotton on there, and I'm going to carefully lay this on there. So it's not quite long enough, but that's okay. I decided that I can go ahead and I don't know what I'm going to do. But now that it's on there, I want to kind of use the brayer, because this is going to get the lines that the paint left from using the paintbrush. I'm going to go ahead and spray it again. And then from there, you just let it dry. So I'm going to set it back on there. I found that, you know, because my paint area is always a little messy and I don't want to waste, you know, I should probably just cover it with a piece of vinyl so I can wash it off. But I really like just using the poster board. I use it until it's pretty much trash. As you can see, it's very stained. Anyway, the backing from the paint transfer works great as a place to lay it when you spray it. I did a little table earlier. It's outside, well, it's by the door drying. So we'll be back at the next step of this. So we're back, and the this is completely dry and ready to remove. Hopefully it worked. I'm sure it did. So you get it wet, let it sit for a minute. Don't even really need a minute. And then just peel it off. It's so cool. I've only used these a few times. I have almost all of them. I was organizing earlier today and was like, woman, you need a whooping. Yeah. So, like I said, I think it's great to put it on the thing that it came on to let it dry. So these can be used, I don't know how many times. I've used one of them that I've used like 4 times already, and it just keeps getting lighter each time. So I'm gonna sand the edges real quick, and so where I used the brayer on it, it kind of pushed that paint over, and so it kind of hangs off the side of the edge. It's just easy to fix. Didn't do that over here. Oh, down here though. And then I'm gonna take it outside and spray it with, I found some water-based, this is what they say to use, water-based poly. I am not, I don't know if it's my can or the brand, but it sprays out sporadically. I mean, it's weird. I keep cleaning this thing and it doesn't really help. I've taken it off to see if there's something wrong with the nozzle. And yeah, it's just, it comes out in little speckles, but it's fine, it'll work. So that's the next step, and I'll let that dry, and then I haven't decided exactly what word I'm going to put on it, if I'm going to use a stencil for it, but I've got, here I see, I've got several different options. So that's it for now. We'll be back whenever I decide what I'm going to do. Also, I think I'm going to paint maybe the edges and these ends a contrasting color and make it pop a little. So I have 4 of these boards. One we already did, and they're old signs that I painted over because they didn't sell. Anyway, how about we go ahead and do the same paint inlay that we just took off of that other one, and we'll see how many times we can get the same one to work. I think that the next 2 I'll paint a different color though, and no, I should probably stick with white since I want to make sure that I got enough on there. Yeah, we'll stick with white on this one since it's a lighter color. Perfect. And use our brayer again. Oh, see how it kind of moved there. I don't want it to move too much because then you risk smearing that paint of the inlay, and then you get pink spots. So we'll let that one dry and see how many times we can get this to work. So I just peeled off number 2, so you can see the difference in what's left. This section here hasn't been used at all, and this is on its second use. It is considerably lighter than the first one. You can see the difference. It's still quite beautiful. And I'm gonna try it at least one more time and see what we get out of it. And I'll be doing that tomorrow because today I'm out of town or out of time. Something like that. Anyway, yeah, they are beautiful. I love that this one looks more pink than red. And the next one, I assume, is just going to be a lot lighter than this one. I'm doubting we'll get a fourth time, but we'll see. And even if it's super, super faint, that would be kind of cool. I'll show you real quick the table that I did. So it's just really sweet. I had some of it smear here where I moved it while it was still wet. So there is some pink underneath there. So that's what I did to cover that pink. I used a transfer on there. But other than that, it's just a cute little like 12-inch square plant stand or little night table. It's just a sweet little table. And I had something blue on there earlier, and it was just beautiful. So, okay. See you next time. Hi, it's the next day, and I am going to start on the third try for this one piece of paint inlay from IOD. So as you can see, it's really faint on the paper. This is the first time I've used this kind, so just to recap, this is attempt 1 and 2. So now we'll go to 3 and see how it goes. You already know the process. I'll come back when it's all completely dry and we're peeling it off. All right, number 3 is dry. So I'm going to spritz it. And let it sit a minute. And then we'll compare. Very, very, very faint. Oh, but still very beautiful. Honestly. Let's see. All right, so here is the first, second, and third. And I think I'm going to try another one. I have one more, and we'll see if we get anything out of it. If not, that's okay. But this is definitely, I love it. I mean, I love the subtlety of these two. Very fun. All right. Well, you know how to do it. So we'll be back on the 4th reveal. We'll see if we get anything out of it. All right, this is our fourth pull from this piece of paint inlay. And spritz it. I am curious. And then we'll compare all four. Oh, yeah. Got a tiny little bit. I mean, it is so faint. Which is just fine for the background of something. I gotta say, I am quite impressed by this product. I just started using them. I was really nervous about them. Check that out. So we have four, and you know, they get a little lighter with each time, but I mean, wow. What do you think of that? That's just really incredible, actually. And they're all the same. You can see they're all the same. So I'm impressed. Next, I'll decide exactly what I'm going to put in front of that. I will definitely do something different with each one. But for now, this is what I needed to know, and maybe you did too, how these work. So 4 different projects out of one little piece. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
Visit us in our Etsy store. We add something new all the time.